there too. He meets with Pelosi and Schumer, and it doesn't go well. He keeps trying to say, well, I want border security. And then they say, oh, we're willing to pay for border security. And he goes, well, it has to have a wall in it. And they go, we don't want the wall. And then he's coming up with you could see it's his mind working like, I've got to get all those reasons why we need the wall again. And he's like the caravan and the drugs, and the murderers. And of course, the really sick people. And apparently he really enjoyed that one because I don't know why he's surrounded by a member, some type of like a bishop in this thing, but
that's not Mike Pence's new outfit.
No, he's in the Oval Office later, and he's really stuck on the medical problems.
Border security, Republicans want very strong border security, and honestly, the Democrats, or most of them, it's hard to believe, but most of them want open borders, and that leads to crime and leads to other problems. And, one of the problems that people don't talk about, you have a tremendous medical problem coming into a country. Communicable disease, tremendous problems. People don't want to talk about it. I don't like talking about it, but these are the difficulties of what they want to do. So we want strong borders. We want people coming into our country legally through a process. We want people that are going to love and help our country. And I don't think they feel the same way. Or maybe they just don't want us to get a vote. It could be that too, because it's hard to believe that they don't want some form of protection.
Well, it's so weird. I increasingly I look at this and it's like watching a cosplay, but he thinks everybody's taking it seriously. And I get that there's a subset of people out there who he feels need this reinforcement and will believe what he's saying. But increasingly it feels like they're behind you. You got them. And just saying stuff like communicable diseases over and over again, I don't know that it really is gaining. It's starting to feel a little monotonous is the problem, I think.
Well, he's
just got to
losing.
Go read and just come up with a couple of names of diseases at least. Right? Like, as you saw him look down when he's like, communicable diseases. Just take it to the next level. You could just say, like, I don't know, we have tuberculosis coming in, or diphtheria, or meningitis. I don't know.
It makes you, at least me, want to go on a very, typically liberal rant, in the sense that, the notion of this guy commenting on other people's contributions to this country is just awe-inspiring.
We are living in an era where crime, all sorts of crime, are at the lowest in generations. More than likely a function, in my estimation, of getting lead out of gasoline. But that's just a theory that has gained some credence. But the idea that somehow we're letting in more crime, there's no data to support that immigrants are any more apt to commit a crime than native-borns, and actually in some respects less. But it's... I understand why he needs to keep saying that, but I just feel like mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, and how about all of the people who have committed crimes and have changed and reformed themselves and are contributing to society? I don't care what metric you use, he's below it. He's just the worst.
Well, the other problem is that we have right now, on top of all the crimes, I think that arguably the president has committed and Javanka has committed. The most recent is that they were actively promulgating a tax cut that they are both taking advantage of to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not talking about a capital gains. I'm talking about those opportunity zones that they're gaining money on
synergy
because of their real estate holdings, but that's a separate thing. But so Donald Trump again, I think is in for some problems, and there seems to be at least a heightened confidence by the Democrats in some respect, and I think part of that is coming to a large extent from the heightened confidence by the Progressive Caucus. We've had